Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those pop culture affects our daily lives. Listen, you see it. We're about to talk about ASAP Rocky entering a not guilty plea, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. And we are going to discuss this case. This is an article from USA Today. And we're going to go through this article and talk about what's going on with ASAP Rocky. As you remember, I have done a video in regards to ASAP Rocky and about this. They did a preliminary hearing, ple- preliminary hearing to see if there was enough evidence for it to go to trial. And the judge said, yes, it was. So ASAP Rocky entered a plea of not guilty. So let's go over this article. This article is from USA Today. It's written by Tijuan Mormon and Jay Stahl. And the article reads as follows: ASAP Rocky pleads not guilty to felony charges. What to know about the ASAP Rally shooting case. So we're going to get into this article. It says ASAP Rocky is pleading not guilty to felony gun charges ahead of an upcoming trial in which he faces allegations of shooting a former friend. The 35-year-old rapper, born Rakeem Mayers, was first accused of firing a gun twice in the direction of the alleged victim, identified as Terrell Ephraim, formerly known as ASAP Relly, after an argument in Hollywood in November 2021. And you remember my last video, ASAP, you was over there with Rihanna chilling, talking about the B better have my money and all of this. This is a billionaire woman, but you out in the streets probably during the height of the pandemic shooting guns, according to ASAP Relly. So let's get into this. On Monday, the father of two, which was January 8th, and boyfriend of Rihanna entered a new not guilty plea to felony gun charges, including two felony counts of assault with a semi automatic firearm. In November, during a preliminary hearing that included testimony and surveillance videos, a Los Angeles judge ruled that there was enough evidence for the Puma creative director to stand trial. And shout out to USA Today for putting all this man's credentials out here. And like I said, we're going to go over this article because this article kind of gives you a little background information of what's going on and how this case came to be. He could serve up to 24 years in prison if convicted on all charges. So he'll be over there with Tory Lanez if he's convicted of these charges. So let's continue. Uh, what is he accused of doing? Rocky is accused of shooting a former friend after an argument near a Hollywood hotel on November 6, 2021. And remember, we were in I guess, the back ends of the pandemic. According to authorities, an argument escalated and led Rocky firing a handgun at Efren, according to tweeted statements from LAPD in 2022. Efron, according to police, received medical attention, sustaining only minor injuries. Police said Rocky and two other men fled the scene on foot. Videos shown in court in November showed a group of men, two of whom officials identify as Rocky and Ephraim, involved in a verbal altercation. A video prosecutors showed during a November preliminary hearing includes what sounded like two gunshots, followed by a man running around a corner and beginning to walk. The man identified is unclear, but a Los Angeles Police Department detective said investigators established the individual is Rocky. So they have video evidence. There's one video that shows them arguing, and then there is another video that you hear gunshots. You don't see anybody, but you hear gunshots. And then you have a subsequent video showing somebody running, and then they're walking away. And the police have identified that to be ASAP Rocky. He faces 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm in his criminal trial. He is also facing a separate civil lawsuit from Efron. Now, I will tell you, all of this stems from that civil lawsuit. And we're going to talk about that civil lawsuit because the article does talk about it. It says a trial date has not been set. Rocky is due back in court for his next hearing on March the 6th. So he had a hearing where he entered his not guilty plea on January 8th. And then we're getting ready to get into another hearing on March 6th. I will tell you, I think this trial is going to drag out for the whole year because, again, this is a criminal case. And so everybody's got to get all their evidence and everything together. This is not a misdemeanor. This is a felony case. ASAP Rocky is looking at 24 years in prison if he is convicted. Okay. So let's talk about what started all of this because remember, ASAP Rocky were in their little group together, a little rap consortium as they had it. So, what started all this? What made all of this happen? Why was there gunfire? What's going on? Why was there so much bad blood between two people who at one time said that they were friends, they were group mates, they were doing all of this stuff? So we're going to continue down this article to figure all this out. And I am putting out this call right now. If you are in the Los Angeles area and you are a YouTuber or anything like that, if you are going to the court to report on this, uh, follow me on Twitter. I am PamEntertainmentTV1 on Twitter. Let me know. I'm putting out an all call for anybody who is following this case and who has the time, the resources, or anything like that to be in the courtroom. Let me know. I will be following court reporters and things like that in the courtroom. But if there is another eye or ear that is willing to be able to go down and then report on their YouTube or even join me in a live and we can report together and simulcast our report together, let me know. All right. Who is ASAP Relly? Childhood friendship with ASAP Rocky crumbles ahead of alleged altercation. Efron, formerly known as ASAP Relly, testified at the November hearing that he and his childhood friend, so these two men have known each other since they were children. Uh, excuse me, y'all. Belong to the same collective of musicians and artists at their New York high school. Both are part of what is known as ASAP Mob, the hip hop collective featuring chart topping rappers ASAP Ferg and the late ASAP Yams. Their relationship later soured and resulted in the Hollywood standoff on November 6, 2021, when Efron said that Rocky first pulled a gun on him. There is also a later confrontation where Rocky allegedly fired shots that grazed Efron's knuckles. Police did not recover a 9 millimeter pistol when a search warrant was served on Rocky, and LAPD detectives testified. In April 2022, police arrested the fashion killer rapper at the Los Angeles International Airport in connection with the shooting. And the Los Angeles Police Department confirmed at the time the rapper was returning from a trip in Barbados with Rihanna when officers detained him at LAX before arresting him for assault with a deadly weapon. The Praise the Lord rapper was later released from custody after posting bail of $555,000, LAPD confirmed. Los Angeles Superior Court Victoria B. Wilson ordered the rapper um, to stay away from Efron. In August 2022, Rocky pleaded not guilty to the charges. Rocky was required to plead not guilty a second time on Monday, following the November ruling finding that there was sufficient evidence to bring the rapper to trial. ASAP Rally says ASAP Rocky caused physical, mental, and emotional injuries in a civil suit. So let me just give you all some background. All of these criminal charges stem from the civil suit that ASAP Rocky brought against ASAP Rally brought against ASAP Rocky in a civil suit because he wanted him to pay his medical bills. So, why is this important? And I'm just going to kind of paraphrase what's going on today. Uh, the reason all of this kind of stemmed from was the fact that one of their band members died. I don't know if it was ASAP Rams or not, but and I'll get you that information later. One of their band members died. ASAP Rocky said that he would assist the family in paying for the funeral arrangement. Something happened between either ASAP Relly didn't believe that Rocky was saying what he meant and meant what he said, and there was tension in beyond that. They were trying to get back at Rocky, like, how you gonna tell the family you're gonna pay for something and you don't show up, you don't do this, blah 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 blah. It ended up that ASAP Rocky did pay for the stuff, but at that point, him and ASAP Relly's relationship soured back because of the back and forth about who was going to pay for the funeral arrangements for one of the band members that died. I don't know if it was because I think there's an ASAP Rocky Ferg, ASAP Rocky Rank Yams. It's a whole lot of stuff. One of those two uh funeral arrangements was paid. Well, because of the funeral arrangements not being paid, um, excuse me, child. Again, they were having this mishap, and then apparently it all boiled uh over in Los Angeles. They met for whatever reason. There was a little tussle, and then there was gunshots. And ASAP really said that he was hurt with these gunshots. If you go back to my last video, he got on a plane and he went all the way back to New York after being shot and grazed in the hand. And all of this stems from he wanted ASAP Rocky to pay for his medical bills because ASAP Rocky shot him. The Police Department and all of them didn't know what was going on until this civil lawsuit. So that's basically what's going on here. Tell me what y'all think about this. What do you think about this trial? Because that was what? It is 2024, 2021 was 3 years ago. What do you think about this? Because you've got a man that's in his 30s about to uh, subsequently be in jeopardy of spending 20 something years of his life in jail, in prison, excuse me, behind all of this. You think he should have paid them bills and just kept it moving? I'm quite sure Rihanna would have paid that, what, 300,000, $200,000 bill just to do this, because now you got two sons that are in jeopardy of not being able to see their father over some foolishness. Straight foolishness. But I'm going to continue to cover this case because it's interesting. And if you remember, ASAP Rocky, even beyond that, I think it was 2019, if I can remember correctly. Y'all remember back then, 2019, where he was in an Amsterdam prison because two social media influencers were following him and aggravating and enticing him to do something, and then he pushed one of them, and then that one particular influence called the police, and you remember he spent like I don't know, was it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months in an Amsterdam jail, and then he pleaded and he got out of jail and got out of Amsterdam. So, he's no stranger to issues and problems and issues. But this is so much bigger than that. And, California does not play with all of these random guns firing everywhere and whatnot. And, their gun laws are quite strict. And you can see that they're quite strict because, you have Tory Lanez in jail, as he should be in jail for shooting at or shooting near Meg the Stallion. What do y'all think about this case? Do you think it's open and shut? Do you think that there's some wiggle room? Y'all let me know. All right, people. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You see it scrolling down on the screen. Please help me get to 3,000 subscribers. I am working on a giveaway for the 3,000 subscriber. So please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell your coworker, and y'all tell a helper that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. Because if that person is over here watching my videos, they won't be able to bother y'all. So tell them that Pam Entertainment TV is here making these videos. And as always, people, bye bye.